a day in HPH life.
Good morning, YouTube. My name is John. I'm with Shotgun Productions, and I've got Big Dave here with HPH Mechanical, and we're going to tell you about HPH. So, to get us started, who is HPH?
HPH is just a family-owned business, truck repair business, really. We started this thing several years ago, really just the idea of running a couple of service trucks and working out of home and doing service calls. And it didn't take it very long for it to get out of hand. It took us probably less than a month of being in business to realize that it was going to get big quick and we were going to need a shop. And so we started out with our first shop. We kind of did a little bit of car repair, a little bit of truck repair. Our motto back then was, if it'd make us a couple of dollars and not get us put in jail more than 3 days, we're in. And we just tried to run a good business and do a good job and treat folks fair. And we quickly outgrew our first shop, and then we wound up buying another property here in Birmingham that actually has 4 shops on 10 acres. And we expanded into the paint and body business, doing the truck repair. Then we wound up getting into the towing business, a little bit into equipment hauling. We've tried a little bit of everything. Now I think we've got close to 30 people that work here with us. And we'll still do about anything that make us a dollar and not get us put in jail more than 3 days. But we've got the main truck shop. We run a good number of service trucks. We run about 11 heavy wreckers, a couple of medium and light duty wreckers that we don't really focus on too much, but we run them if we need to. And we've got a really good paint and body shop. I think we've shown a little bit of what we turn out on a couple of the YouTube videos that we've done. And we've done some really nice projects. We've done everything from you know, just completely changing the identity of a hot rod to doing some of the stuff we do on these trucks. And that's pretty much HPH in a nutshell. Now we have the main shop in Birmingham. We have another shop in Steele, Alabama. We have a couple of tow yards in Carbon Hill, Alabama, and in Wilsonville, Alabama. And the next thing we're doing is opening up another shop in Tuscaloosa, which is kind of in the beginning stages. We've kind of found a place and working on that. So that's the next place we're going.
That's big news. I didn't even know that news. So as far as what we do, I kind of feel like you answered that question, so I'm gonna add on to it a little bit. How does HPH fit together? How do each pieces of HPH, as far as our body shop and our truck shop and what we do here, fit together as one cohesive unit?
And how do we?
Yeah. How does it all work together?
You know, I mean, it's really pretty much anything trucking related is what we've got into. We do a lot of stuff. You know, people will send trucks over here. We'll kind of go through them and kind of inspect them and see what all they need to be ready to go back on the road. And sometimes that entails body shop work, you know, fixing hoods or sleeper sides or whatever. It's kind of crazy the way things have worked out here, because we just have people that were working on trucks that were capable of doing other things. And really the body shop came out of customers needing another option, it being just a few options here in town of doing that, and it taken sometimes months to get a truck finished. And my brother Joe has done a little paint and body work in the past, and we wound up hiring a few people that came in and put with him, and we just kind of gave the customers that option. Hey, if you want us to knock some of this stuff out for you, help you get going. We really started out just wanting to do small jobs. We passed that up a long time ago and got into some kind of crazy stuff, but we're having fun doing it. But it's just, we just kind of got into, if it's trucking related, we want to be able to handle that for our customers.
So why are we giving away trucks? Why are we doing a giveaway?
Well, it's kind of a funny story the way all that came about. When we first started HPH, I had a habit of buying projects. It wasn't always busy. Some days the phone didn't ring. So I would find a little project somewhere and I'd buy it, bring it in, we'd get some parts for it. And it kind of helped a lot. We'd work on something on the slow days, you know, we get it finished, we'd flip it, sell it, make a few dollars off of it. It kind of kept everybody getting a paycheck, kept the bills paid, and had a lot of fun fooling with some of it. And I kind of continued. It's almost an obsession of mine to, if I see it and I like it and I think I can do something cool with it, I'll buy it. And as time went on, I was still buying projects, but we didn't have time to do anything with them, really. And I mentioned a few months ago about another little project I found I wanted to buy, and Pam, my wife, reminded me that I had about $250,000 worth of projects sitting around I wasn't doing anything with already. One thing led to another. Somebody came up with the idea of doing a YouTube video and doing some of these projects and getting them done. And
you know, just sitting, we've got the Ford right here in front of us. We've got an S10 that we want to do a trophy truck out of. You've got your Lincoln.
Yeah, I've got the Ford sitting in front of us. That's a 41 or 42 Ford that we kind of got everything here to make a nice, cool little rat rod with an up-to-date motor. We've got a
building that out of a Explorer.
Yeah, we've got an Explorer chassis with a good 4.0 V6 and an automatic transmission and everything sitting there. That's something we could probably finish in a week or two. If we just got time to do it. I've got a 67 Chevrolet Stepside that we've already got sitting on a 02 Tahoe 4-wheel drive chassis with a LS and all in it. Couldn't finish that in a week or two, but I've actually even already bought all the parts. You know, it's something that could be finished in a couple of months and have a nice, fun, little, cool-looking 4-wheel drive. Like you mentioned, we bought an S10 we're going to build a trophy truck out of. I've got a 90 model 379 Peterbilt cab that's mounted on a 99 Dodge 3500 chassis with a 5.9 Cummins. We actually had that truck where we're yard driving it around here. We've got the 5.9 in it, got it all running. Really all that's left to do is, it had a manual transmission in it, and I decided I wanted to do an automatic just to make it cleaner inside the cab. And so we got far enough to pull the manual out, hadn't got far enough to put the automatic back in. We get that done and get the hood fitted. Really all it needs is taken back apart and sandblasted and cleaned up and then painted and put back together. I mean, that's a project that'd probably finish in, if you could stay on it, a couple of folks stay on it a couple of weeks. I've got a 71 Monte Carlo that I'd like to build just a pretty hot little street rod out of with a LSX probably. I've got another W9 and another 2500 Dodge chassis here. I wanted to build a Peterbilt 379 Pete and a W9 Kenworth on that Dodge chassis, kind of mini truck deal. So I've already got the W9 sitting here and the Dodge chassis to do that. I've got a 1979 W900 A model Kenworth that started out life as a wrecker. It's the truck that really hooked me on trucks. I remember seeing that truck as a little kid. In fact, about the time it was brand new, I was 9 years old, and a guy not too far from where I grew up and owned that truck, and I just thought it was awesome when that truck was new. And then you fast forward, you know, 45 years later, I had a chance to buy it, and we've done a lot to it. It's already been painted. It needs a little bit of headliner work. My thoughts on it is I wanted to just, it started out life as a wrecker. We've taken the wrecker off of it. I wanted to single axle it and build like a 50 Chevrolet bed to go on it and just turn it into a pickup and lower it and turn it into a pickup. Wouldn't take long to finish that. You could finish that in a couple of weeks if somebody could stay on it. We've got a couple of hot rod projects. We've got a Buick Regal that we were going to build a little street rod out of. There's stuff sitting around here everywhere, just being honest, things I've dragged up and just never have had time to fool with. So one thing led to another. We started talking about we'll finish some of these things, do a YouTube channel, and everybody can kind of get together and finish some of this stuff, and we'll give it away. I kind of like that idea. There's a potential there to make a little money off the YouTube stuff doing it and have some fun doing it. The money we make off YouTube, you know, one of the things that's always been a really big passion for me is giving money to St. Jude's Hospital, things that benefit kids. St. Jude's has been one of my favorite charities. In fact, at HPH, every invoice that we bill, $1 of that goes to St. Jude's. That's been something we've done here since day one. Let's give somebody a free t-shirt.
I think that's a great idea.
The first person to comment My Pete in this video's comments, John will reach out to you and get your address and shirt size, and we'll get you a free HPH t-shirt in the mail. We get a lot of comments on these t-shirts. People like them.
And remember,
Like,
share, comment,
and subscribe.